Hello, all my rock-loving friends out there. What do you think this is? Check it out. This is a big piece of moss agate. You can just make out the mossiness in there. What do you think? It's a nice big chunk. So for this video, let's take this big chunk of moss agate, make a few slabs, and then let's make a cabochon out of it. How does that sound? Let me go ahead and get this thing mounted on the slab saw, get a slab or two off of it, and then we'll decide what the cabochon will look like, get it trimmed, to get it dopped, you know, the whole 9 yards. So follow me into the shop and let's get started. Okay, let's use the 18-inch saw for this. As you can see, I've got the rock mounted in the vise, tightly mounted so it won't move. I've moved the carriage over to get this first cut, which will be just this end piece so that we'll have a nice flat surface to work with. Let me go ahead and shut the lid and get this first cut done. How did it turn out? Oh, I like that. That looks nice. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the carriage over just enough to make a nice slab, and then we'll go from there. Welcome back. We have slabbed our piece of moss agate. Well, one slab anyway. And that one slab broke a couple of times from some fractures, but regardless, check this out. This is beautiful. I like this stuff. You can see the mossiness in there. Isn't that super? I still see one little fracture here. I don't really see it on this side, but I'll have to watch out for that. Let me go ahead and draw a cabochon shape on here, and after that, we'll get it trimmed and dopped and cabbed. Okay, how does this look? Your basic cabochon shape. Got it close to the edge here, but I think we'll be okay. And I think I'm missing that fracture for the most part. So let me go ahead and get this thing trimmed up, dopped, and we'll move on to the cabbing. Here we go on the high-speed trim saw. I like to trim away as much as I can and get as close to the line as I can. That makes the following steps easier. Here you go, that looks pretty close. Now I'll get it on a dop stick and begin on the cabbing machine. Here we go with the 80 grit wheel. Of course, this is for the basic shaping where I get a dome and girdle going. All right, that looks pretty good. Looks like a classic cabochon. Our next wheel is the 220 grit wheel. This will clean up all those scratches and fine tune the shape. Oh, I like that. That's looking pretty good. The next wheel is the 280 grit soft wheel where I can push in and get rid of any faceting. Check it out. I like it. And a very slight reflection. That's a good sign. Let's move on to the 600 grit wheel. What's it going to look like after this? Oh, I like that. At 600 grit, we're getting a good shine. That's a very good sign. Now the 1200 grit wheel. What's this going to do for us? Check it out. Look at the way those lights just dance off that surface. Okay, let's move on to the 3000 grit wheel. This should look pretty good. Oh, there you go. That's pretty. I like that. But we can do even better. Let's move on to the wet belt sander and the cerium belt. Spend a few moments here. And for the final polish, check it out. Looks pretty good. Nice sharp reflection. Beautiful pattern in that mossy stone. You can see the outside through the garage door. Let's take it inside and take a closer look. Our mossy cabochon is all finished. Check it out. What do you think? Isn't that beautiful in there? I just love that mossy pattern. I'm very happy with the way this one turned out. The shine, the shape. What do you think? That mossiness is so interesting. Let's do this. Let's take a closer look at that under the microscope. Here we go. Let's check some of this mossiness out up close under the microscope. Oh, isn't that cool looking? I just love that stuff. I find that so interesting. Wow. Oh, there's a bit of a reflection there. Let's move on from that. We're going down towards the very tip here. Oh, a little out of focus. Sorry about that. Well, isn't that beautiful? I just really love that stuff. Thankfully, this is pretty common around here in West Texas especially. I'm gonna have to get some more of this. Make some more cabs, maybe tumble some. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure and check my other videos for more like this. Thanks again.